So welcome back. A few definitions. Digital storytelling at its most basic is using technology to tell a story. The process of using digital tools to develop a multimodal and multimedia narrative, sounds kind of technical, doesn't it? That can include a combination of text, photos, videos, audio, music, digitized artwork, and artifacts. So it doesn't have to have all those things. A digital story can be a photograph and a child describing what the photograph is in real time, but it can include these other things as well. It includes the integration of technology tools into your teaching and learning, and engaging children in storytelling, story sharing, saving, revisiting. I like this from the Digital Storytellers Association. The modern expression of the ancient art of storytelling. The modern expression of the ancient art of storytelling. Using digital media to create media-rich stories to tell, to share, and to preserve. Powerful. When educators and teachers invite children to invent stories, they're nourishing their narrative skills and enriching many other competencies, such as creativity and linguistic skills. By creating stories, children have the chance to consolidate their knowledge and acquire new ones. I love that. A powerful quote, but look at the words that I bolded. When teachers invite children, right there, that's a powerful idea, to invent stories. So invite and invent. Now we're on to something. We're on to something really powerful that can be useful to you across the curriculum. Here's one more. Educators can use digital storytelling to support students' learning by encouraging them to organize and express their ideas and knowledge in an individual and meaningful way, while developing voice and facility in child-computer interactions. Again, kind of a little researchy sounding, but it's saying the same thing, right? We're encouraging children to share their thoughts and feelings, to gather their thoughts together and express them in a story. And this reminder that we all have a story to tell. Everybody has a story to tell. When you complete the multiple steps of designing, creating, and presenting their own digital stories, it builds skills for children. Linguistic skills might include writing a script when the children are old enough to start with a script that then drives the story. A better understanding of short stories and narratives and how story works. Information gathering skills, research, collecting, organizing, analyzing, documenting, all words that we've been saying before. Problem solving or solution finding skills. Meaning making, listening, observing, noticing, representing. Noticing is one of those really powerful words, isn't it? Constructing knowledge and understanding, and media literacy skills around how media works and media information works. But we also gain technology skills that are valuable beyond just storytelling, right? We start to see that technology can be a creative and imaginative tool, that we can use technology to communicate and collaborate, to share, to learn, in your case, to teach and learn. It's about social skills and teamwork, opportunities to learn about reflection and the value of that. You know, one of the really powerful things is the notion of presenting. So children tell their story back to their classmates, and they get some questions get asked, and they get constructive feedback, and they learn to give and receive feedback. That's really powerful as well. Self-expression, self-representation, and the writer experiences the power of using their own voice to express their own ideas and becoming an author and a media creator. And I can't say it enough, how empowering it is for a young child to be able to say, I wrote this story. And to use the words an author would use around writing is really powerful. So storytelling matters to children. The child says, I can tell my story, I can document what I did, I can share what I'm interested in learning about, I can show you what I know and what I think and how I learn, I can be listened to and heard. So the same ideas, but from the eyes, the perspective of a child. And I don't know if you know the book Swimmy by Leah Leone. It's another one of my favorites. And when I was a professor and teaching teachers, teaching future early childhood teachers, they would all tell you that I always started every class with a children's book, and there was always some reason why that book was the one I chose for the particular day. This one, Swimmy, to me is about collaboration and teamwork. And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, I'll be the eye. So Swimmy, the tiny little fish, gathers other fish together. They realize that when they swim together and cooperate and put themselves in the shape of a big fish, they're going to succeed. And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun and chased the big fish away. So that idea again of we can do more, we're more powerful together than we are alone, and that seems like an important theme right now also, again, with remote learning and shelter in place, when we can feel isolated. and we can feel like we're not a part of the big fish that we could be if we were all together. We need to find ways to feel like we are together. So I can turn objects and artwork and things I build or find into digital artifacts. I can say my story. I can revisit my experiences. I can share my learning. I can practice how to get along with others. I chose the word practice on purpose because it's hard to get along with others. It's hard to learn about that. But I think embedded in the storytelling process can be some opportunities for social emotional learning. I can learn about technology tools and storytelling. I can be an author and a media creator. Pretty powerful. 2 quotes from Fred Rogers. Imagining something may be the first step in making it happen, but it takes the real time and real efforts of real people to learn things, make things, turn thoughts into deeds or visions into interventions. So this idea, again, of imagination and imagining, and that it's a human process and it takes coming together to make it work. Then Fred also said this: when you nurture children's curiosity, they'll be interested in learning by noticing, predicting, exploring, and experimenting. Their discoveries might open your eyes too to some fascinating things about our world. And that's this notion that Fred always had of the reciprocity of teaching and learning. Teachers teach, children learn, children teach, teachers learn. It goes back and forth, and it's powerful in both directions. So another pause here. Take a moment to review the reasons why storytelling matters to children. I'll leave this up on the screen, and we'll give you a couple of minutes to ponder this and the 2 reasons that I pulled out for you to think about.